question 5. It's a very small number, 5. I think this is my last question. I might have one more. The so-called quantity theory of money suggests that the amount of money in circulation is the primary determinant of the price level in the economy, that the growth rate of the money supply is the primary determinant of the inflation rate. Write a short essay evaluating the logic of these arguments. So our junior tutor, so the quantity theory of money states that there is a direct and positive relationship between the quantity of money and the price level. The logic behind this is to suppose that money is like a commodity. As the supply of a commodity increases, its marginal value in money terms decreases. In relation to money, it can be stated that more of it is required to buy the same amount of goods and services when its supply increases. Thus, as the supply of money increases, the price level increases to compensate for the fall in the marginal value of money. Likewise, inflation refers to the rate of increase in the price level. Thus, as the price level continues to rise due to the increased money supply, inflation also increases. And that is definitely a good write-up. Small distinction probably that should be made. Typically, when we draw for the market for a good, so they say this is like apartments in New York City. It's going to be a supply sloping upward and demand sloping downwards for these apartments. There's going to be some equilibrium price and quantity. So Q star, equilibrium quantity, and P star, the equilibrium price or market clearing price. So when the price is very high, there is pretty much no quantity demanded, but say price becomes low and all of a sudden you can get a condo in New York for cheap, which definitely happens all the time. There's going to be a very high demand for these condos. With the money market graph, we draw it slightly different. On the x-axis, we've got the quantity of money, so Q, just like with a commodity. And here on the y-axis, we've got expected inflation. And of course, this refers to rates of the price level. We've got money demand sloping downwards when there's a lot more money in circulation. Demand for it is less. But the difference is that supply slopes perfectly upwards, the money supply. And the point where they meet, you're going to have the equilibrium quantity of money, or maybe just the current, actually I should just call that the money supply. The point where they meet, it's going to be the current supply of money. And this is going to be the expected inflation. I think you denote this pi e. I kind of feel like there's an I in there, but I can't remember why off the top of my head, so we're going to run with pi e. This is actually a policy tool that governments frequently use. So say we're trying to pull us out of a recession, we may increase the money supply. Call it money supply prime. And as a result, you can see what happens over here with the inflation rate. So I don't think I have anything else to add to this answer by our junior tutor. I feel like there was something I wanted to touch on here. Give me a second.